Howdy ho, neighbors. Oh, just leaving Little Caesars. Got to get some pizzas for the family tonight. Oh, man. So, as you can tell, I'm not in South Florida. Or maybe you can't tell. I don't know. But, and it's been cold down there, too, this week. Cool. Sorry. There's a difference between 10 below zero. Did you see that on the thumbnail? 10 below zero and then 20 below wind chill. Or, you know, for a low of, I thought I saw Port Charlotte today was like 52 or something like that, or 55. And that is really cold for them. But kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about was, since we've been back here, it has been chilly. And electric cars, you know, they don't like cold air or cold temperatures. But neither do gas cars, okay? You know, like my Prius, even that. And I used to get 50 miles per gallon in the summertime, but I didn't get 50 in the winter. You know, sometimes I got 42, sometimes I got 40. Sometimes I got 38, depending on like now. If we'd have went through 10 degrees below zero with my Prius, I probably would have got upper 30s, 35, 36, maybe 37 miles per gallon. As cold as it is, that engine, it wouldn't have been on a hybrid very much. It would have ran mostly on the engine, and the choke would have stayed on. It almost never, it's hardly can warm up, okay? But I want to tell you, the other day, this was a couple days ago, that 10 below zero happened. So my efficiency, we had a bunch of running around to do. My efficiency was 2.2 miles per gallon. And if you do the math, once I hit the equivalent of 1 gallon of gas used, was 33.7 kilowatts of energy I used. I had only driven like 73.9 or 74 miles. So, I know this sounds funny. I think I only got 74 miles per gallon. It was the lowest I've ever gotten in this car for 1 gallon of gas. Man, it was bad. And I've always used, in the winter time, the dead of winter especially, I have used the ABCs of electric vehicles. Always be charging. So today I went to see my sister in the hospital. They have 2 chargers at the hospital in Peoria. And usually what I found over there this week, I went to visit her 3 or 4 times. Usually a couple of, I'm just going to call them doctors' vehicles. There's about a $110,000 Rivian R1S that's charging every day. And there's a nice looking Tesla Model Y. I've seen 2 of them. Very, you know, I call them doctor vehicles. Maybe they're just people visiting, but they seem to be there every time, almost. I've only, out of the 4 or 5 times I've been to the hospital this week, I've only been able to charge twice. So, and they're free. There's a charge point. There's 2 charge point chargers. There should be 10 or 12 or 50 of them, but they have 2 of them. And if you get a couple of doctors that show up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and they hook up their R1S or whatever for 12 hours, that's gonna have an issue. But the 2 times, like once today and a couple of days ago, one evening I went and I was able to charge both times. It was so nice, charged for free, and also that there are chargers there. Now, Methodist Hospital, well, now it's called Carle Health. Sorry, I call it Methodist. It's a big hospital. Am I thankful for 2 chargers? Yes. Should there be 10? Yes. It's just one of those things that there should be a lot more chargers. Obviously, there's a lot of people needing charging that are like me. I was going over to visit someone, and it would have been nice to be able to pull up and charge, especially in the wintertime. If you're averaging 2.2 miles per kilowatt. Man, say I only got 63 kilowatts left out of my 65, and I'm not charging to 100% either. So you charge to 80%, you only, you don't have a lot of room left before you're out of business, if you know what I mean. So not having the heat pump on the Bolt, also not good. So, but we're doing okay. We're going to be heading back down to the 70s and 80s here next week. So we had a lot going on this week. I don't know if you've seen any of my videos. My youngest daughter has a 2019 Toyota Highlander. Thankfully, when they bought the car in 2019, they got a lifetime warranty on it. They got it reasonably cheap. The seam on their radiator was leaking this past week. It's been leaking for about a month, and took it in. I called Toyota, and where they bought it, had a talk with them, and they said it's fully 100% covered, and we have no doubt in our mind that's what's wrong, because they have failed miserably. Probably should be a recall, Toyota, if it's not, and they have not gotten any letters on it. But the guy at Toyota told me today, he said thousands. We've replaced thousands now. I doubt that it's thousands of them. But the radiator on the bottom of the seam, he said, is actually, I think, a plastic piece is meshed with a metal piece, and that pinch weld or whatever, pinch seal, is not been staying. So they have replaced tons of them, but he didn't say anything if there was a service bulletin, and there's definitely not been a recall on that yet. So, but it was free. They have their lifetime warranty, so it paid for itself just in one thing. I think they ended up getting a lifetime warranty. Oh, I'm sorry. It's only good for 999,999 miles, and it's only good through December 31st of 2099. After that, it's no good. So, but got that taken care of. It was zero. That was really good. Really nice to have them back in business when you're having this kind of temperatures. My oldest daughter, furnace has been broken for the last few days. They've lived off their fireplace and some heaters, but they've got a very well insulated house. They've done great. They've done fantastic. So they're okay. Yeah, it's been a really busy. My wife's uncle passed away, and we had the visitation, and the funeral was this week, a couple of days ago. So I don't want to have all that stuff go on, but honestly, being home and being able to help coordinate and go do stuff helps. When your kids work jobs, and it's kind of nice to be able to help out and maybe take a car somewhere or make a few phone calls. Or I tried to work on my daughter's furnace the other day. I was talking to a furnace technician on the phone. I tried 5 or 6 things. It ended up being like a startup motor that went bad. So obviously I couldn't fix it, but he was trying to help me go through different things. So we tried several things, and finally he said, yeah, it's the startup motor that's out. So anyway, they're working on that. They had to order the part, and it should be in today, and I'm going to check with my daughter when we get the pizzas there. And we're going to, come on, people. Come on. It's okay to go. What shade of green you waiting for? Sorry. So, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they've got it fixed tonight. We're having pizza, having a family get together, another birthday party tonight for another grandson. So, but I just wanted to get back to the point of 10 below zero. Man, that is brutal. That is brutal. All right, looking out of your hair. I might take a video. We'll start next week when I get back down to Florida. All right, we'll get back with the Tesla and see how we're doing. All right, please like, subscribe, and comment below. All right, thanks guys.